Hello everyone. Today I am going to speak about black fungus, which is being a current topic which is going on. So what is black fungus? It's actually an infection caused by mucormycosis. It's a mucormycosis is nothing but a fungal infection. It's a fungal infection which has been known since many years, which is known to cause a danger infection, which is like spreads very rapidly and can cause major amounts of deaths. So it has like mortality of around 40 to 50% if it happens. So what its relevance now is that we have been reporting a few cases of mucormycosis or a black fungus which has been reported from Delhi, like 6 to 8 patients who has recovered from COVID-19 or who are suffering from COVID-19 has found to have mucormycosis infection. So what is mucormycosis and how is it occurring actually? So see, mucormycosis is basically known since years. It is a fungal infection, mainly occurs in patients whose immunity are low, like patients who are diabetic with uncontrolled sugars, patients who are on immunosuppressants, like cancer patients who are on chronic medicines which suppresses their immunity, or patients who are taking steroids. So in COVID-19 patients, it becomes very important because a lot of these patients are being treated with steroids, which reduces your immunity and thus makes them more prone to get these infections. Next, how to detect it and how to detect that you are suffering from mucormycosis. That means what are the features it presents with. So see, it can actually involve any part of your body. Most commonly it occurs in your face, nose and eyes, which is what is called as rhino-orbitocerebral mucormycosis, which is the most common form, which can initially present with like nasal obstruction or nasal stuffiness or pain in your cheeks or facial numbness. So that's how initially it present. Later it can also present with what is called as your proptosis of eye. What does that mean? There is an extra protrusion of your eyes because the fungus keeps growing your back of your eye. And later on, if it is not treated adequately or initially its treatment is not started, this can spread up to your brain and can cause dangerous cerebral mucormycosis, and which can lead to death. So that is the one presentation most commonly. Otherwise, it can also infect your skin, can cause skin dermatology mucormycosis. It can cause pneumonia in your lungs. It can cause various kind of presentation, which it can happen actually. So next thing is how to diagnose it. See, most important thing is it has to be diagnosed clinically, and next is the laboratory diagnosis. See, how do you diagnose by lab? Is that we have to send it for a study. Like we have take wherever there is a growth or somewhere we suspect mucormycosis, we take a small piece of it and we send it to labs for test. But that reports may take time. Like it may take 5 to 7 days or maybe more than that to get those reports. So in case if you are suspecting a mucormycosis, early treatment is the most important thing. Second thing is whenever any patient who are diabetic or COVID-19 patients who are on steroids, so it's always better whenever they complain of nasal obstruction or any facial pain or anything, so it's very important that you suspected mucormycosis and take start early treatment for it, even though your diagnosis is not confirmed. Because if you start the treatment early, then only you can save lives. Because if you delay the treatment, the chances of death becomes very, very high with this mucormycosis. So that's what becomes important. Next is how to prevent it. See, the best way to prevent is that why your immunity is going low. So stop that. Like for example, if you are started yourself on steroids because of COVID-19, so see, steroid use should be restricted to only patients who actually require them. Like patient whose oxygen levels are less than 94%. Only those patients are the one who require steroids. Okay, and as soon as they recover from steroids, try to stop them as soon as possible. Okay, there is a lot of many doctors or many people have a doubt that steroids should be tapered slowly. See, to remember it that again, if you are giving steroids for only a short time, that is like 10 to 15 days, you need not taper it slowly. You can stop it abruptly and it will not cause any problem. So only if you have given steroid for more than 2 weeks, then you need to taper it slowly. Otherwise, you need not taper it slowly. So earlier you stop the steroids, you will prevent patient from getting this mucormycosis or any other secondary battle infection. So what these steroids do is basically it reduces your immunity to very low level, that the chances of other infections becomes more. So always remember only if the patient actually requires steroids, then only you start them on steroids. That is any patient with oxygen levels less than 94, and as soon as they recover, like their oxygen levels improve by more than 94%, even at room air, what you need to do is early stopping of steroids is also very, very important. Do not unnecessarily continue steroids for long time. And also remember that we have seen nowadays many people are giving pulse steroids. What does pulse steroids means is that giving a higher doses of steroids, like 1 gram of steroids or like 500 milligrams of steroids that has been given consistently. So that should not be done. This high doses of steroids should only be given when you are suspecting a cytokine storm. So what is a cytokine storm is that it's how do you suspect a cytokine storm is that it's actually a hyper responsiveness of your own immunity, which leads to increase in interleukins and cause wide variety of presentation. So how do you clinically detect that? Any patient who is persistently getting high spikes of fever, like even after 7 to 8 days, his fever is not subsiding, it's subsiding with normal like antipyretics or paracetamol if it is not subsiding, or a patient's saturation is dropping very suddenly, like a patient who was oxygen levels was like 92, 93 in night, and suddenly his oxygen levels had dropped to 85, 86 or suddenly to 80. So sudden drop in oxygen levels. Or if you want to detect it by lab test wise, in very much high rise of interleukin 6 or very much high CRP or ferritin, if there is significantly very much high, then when patient is deteriorating, then only you put them on this high dose steroids. And this high dose steroids also you shouldn't continue for long. You give it for 2-3 days, and as soon as patient is responding, you should try to reduce the steroid dose as much as possible. So that's what you need to do. Next is how do you treat this mucormycosis? There is very wide variety of there's 3 ways to treat the mucormycosis basically. First thing is to start an antifungal as soon as possible. As soon as you detect it, you have to start it early. So there is a wide variety of antifungals for that, naming amphotericin B, caspofungin, and etc. There is a lot of variety of drugs. And other second important thing is whatever has caused this infection to grow. For example, what has caused in COVID-19 is the steroids, which has reduced the immunity, or maybe the other drugs, which is the immunosuppressant drugs, which commonly nowadays people are using. Even without indication, many people are using it. It's like tocilizumab, itolizumab, bevacizumab. All this reduces immunity. Only if it is indicated, then only it should be given. Otherwise, it should not be given. So yes, the third thing is the surgical debridement. What is surgical debridement? Is that wherever this fungus is growing, like if it's growing in your nose or in your face, wherever part it is involved, you should as soon as possible call a surgeon and get it removed. That will control the spread of this fungus. So this is very important. So overall, what I'm trying to say is, so restrict the use of steroids only if it is indicated. Okay, only if your oxygen levels are less than 94%, then only you should start steroids, and you should stop steroids as soon as it is not indicated. Do not continue it for prolonged durations, because this fungal infection, that is black fungus or mucormycosis, is very dangerous and can be very life-threatening. Not only this, other secondary bacterial infection also increases a lot with use of steroids for long duration. And also this steroids causes your sugars to increase, which is another risk factor for this fungus to grow. So remember everybody, reduce the use of steroids and use it only when it is indicated. Thank you.